I like I went to bed right after the Bears Packers game, and I just woke up and I'm not having an easy time falling back to sleep. So I figured I would hit the go live button and see what we got, see what's going on. That was today was one of the better days of playoffs and fucking anything, like in terms of just like straight up like level of gameplay. Unbelievable two games today for the NFL. With that Bears Packers game was just electric. You know, I felt like the Panthers were going to find a way to win that game. That would have been awesome if the Panthers could have knocked off the Rams. I I had a great Saturday. I went out last night and kind of hit me. I'm not built for that shit anymore. One of those epiphanies. Like you realize it when you get like too old that like you can't hang anymore. You can't do it. And like kind of hit me last night that like I got to take like a massive step back. So there's that. Also, on top of it, I'm planning my birthday. So my birthday is the 23rd, right? January 23rd. If anybody has any like, not saying I'm going to throw a party or anything, but I'm trying to plan on what I'm doing because I don't really want to go out. I don't want to go anywhere. I'm not like I'm not a big like I don't like having people over my house for the most part. Hey, your fucking Islanders make me want to puke. Remember you said they were fucking they were frauds a couple weeks ago. They're 57, huh? Didn't look like it tonight. That was awesome. That was fucking so sick. Tough one for you guys, but hey, listen. Maybe we'll see each other in the Stanley Cup Finals. That could have just been a Stanley Cup preview. I think like a lot of people are saying that. A lot of people all over the country are saying that Islanders wild. Could see that again in June. But dude, unbelievable game. Simon Holmstrom, dude, so many of these Islander forwards are just like having such sick years. But yeah, that's that. But anyway, I'm trying to plan my birthday party right now. Not a party. I wouldn't call it a party. My friend ordered midget strippers to my home for my 19th birthday. If you're not into that, because I certainly was not. I don't think I'm going to be doing that. But like that's fucking crazy. Good on your friend because that's just a funny fucking thing to do on somebody's birthday. Now, my birthday. I'm making a plan, man. Go Falcons. Tough. That's tough too. Being a Falcons fan is just as brutal, if not worse, than being a Jet fan. So the plan is I'm trying to figure out where I'm gonna go because I'm not gonna be working. I'm off. My birthday's on a Friday, right? I'm feeling your hat. You're feeling it? You should get one. Get one of these things. It's the best thing I've ever acquired. Midget strippers always seem to have small boobs. I don't know how many experiences you've had with midget strippers, but I've never, so I wouldn't know. Bijan first team All Pro, absolutely. But anyway, my plan for my birthday, I'm probably gonna do like the easy. If I was a Jet fan, I would out myself. Forget the birthday. Out yourself? Damn, bro. That's pretty strong. Illini fan. Do you like cocaine? Great question. I love the questions coming in tonight. Never done cocaine. The only time I almost did cocaine was to impress a girl, and I ended up getting drug tested that Monday. So look it up. Wait, Brandon Ingram dated a midget once? I did not know that. I believe it. Listen, teach their own, man. I would never give anybody any shit for what they do, man. What you do in the bedroom's none of my business. Dude, yeah, the cocaine, like, so I had this girl over. This was like 2020. It was mid-COVID, right? So I had this girl over, and she was fucking doing lines in my bathroom. And I don't know, she was hot. I was like, you know what? If I was ever going to do cocaine, it'd be now when they're not drug testing at work, right? So I went, I was like, I'm going to do this. And I'm like, you know what? This is bad karma. This is like a sign. I feel like this is just going to get me screwed. That Monday, got called in at work for a drug test. I couldn't believe it. I was like, thank God. I even told my boss who was sitting there, I told him the story before I went in there. I'm like, dude. And he thought it was the funniest shit ever. You ever blow cocaine in a stripper's butthole? Why would I do that? Why would I waste good cocaine? Now I don't do cocaine. I've never done cocaine, so I don't know what good cocaine is. I'm a New York Giants fan. Nice. That's some success in your lifetime. That's not bad. I just hope Brandon Ingram treated Shawty right is all I'm saying. Hey, again, to each their own. Cocaine is awful. It will ruin your life. It just smells so good. It just smells so good. Yeah, I'm sure you do it for the smell. I'm sure it's like the great aroma of cocaine that makes you want to rip lines. I'm sure that's what it is. Oh, man. We got chat on a fucking roll tonight. That's fucking great. What's up, guys, over here? We're nothing really. We're talking Veterfan. We're talking we've gone into cocaine. We've talked about Islanders hockey. We're all over the fucking place tonight. This is great. This is what happens. You know, you start a live stream, you never really know what's going to come in. You never know who's going to come in. And this is the most entertaining shit I have in my life is going live and having you guys go great, like go nuts in my chat. So I'm a big believer. I don't understand people that stream, dude. And we were talking midget strippers too, of course, like the usual, the big three. I don't understand people that go live and get so upset when like people come into chat and are like, oh, like, what do you do? Like people that get upset with people coming in and like asking ridiculous questions. I'm like, don't go fucking live then, man. Like you gotta have that. It's got to be part of the whole thing. How do you feel about Michael Jackson after surgery? Was he attractive? Great question. Like I don't like attractiveness. I don't know. Like I feel like he looked a little bit nuts. Like I think post surgery he looked like it just never looked right. He always looked like he was wearing like the most lifelike mask, which is basically. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really know how to answer that one. It was stunning when I was a kid, like to find out what happened there. Was it someone you would have found attractive? Is what I'm saying, brother. Are you asking if I'm gay? No. Do you have the website for your hat? It's nogginboss.com. NOGGIN boss.com. They have every single NFL team and a bunch of colleges. Probably not, Vetter fan. Blame all of our misery of Joe Namath if you're old enough. I'm not that old. My father is, and yeah, Joe Namath made a deal with the fucking devil to win the Super Bowl III, and now the Jets are just in fucking purgatory forever. That's that's what I'm running with. Little Rookers, throw on this sweatshirt for tonight. Do you have a favorite genre of music? Honestly, I don't, Vetter fan. I'm kind of... I think if I had to lean one thing, it would be like alternative rock, like Blink-182, shit like that. But I'm like, I love music. I love any type of music. I don't really have... My gym playlist is one of the craziest, like, mishmash of music there is. Like, there's no one genre I like any more than other. I actually, like, just love music as a whole. I remember Super Bowl III. Okay, I mean, that year, 1969, must have been a great year to be a New York sports fan, and every other one's been miserable. I was just gonna say, how do you feel about 90s grunge, alternative rock? That's my music. I love that shit. I like pop music, EDM, like white girl music. White girl music's great too. Like I love everything, but like that grunge, like alternative rock, is exactly what I love. It's gotten so bad, I actually root for the Colts now. Wow. I'm like heavily rooting against the Colts because we get their first round pick next year too. We got 2 first, but damn. Yeah, listen, you got out of the misery. Like, did you move to, like, Indiana? I got family in Indiana. 69-70 was great. Mets, Jets, Knicks. The Knicks, too. I forgot about the Knicks. Yeah, that was a great little stretch there. The Mets, the Jets, the Knicks. If you could just meet one option, would you meet Eddie Vedder, Chris Cornell, Scott Weiland, or Lane Stanley? I don't know, man. Like... That's an impossible one to answer because those are all like such rock legends. I guess I would have to say Eddie Vedder. I live in Austria now. What drove you to Austria? What had you go to Austria? I don't even know how to ask that. Why'd you go to Austria? Why'd you move to Austria? That's what I'm trying to ask there. I just don't listen to dude. I just don't listen. That's fair. You know, I met him back a few years ago. I'm MMA. It's fine, man. You met him a few years ago. That's sick. I've never met anybody that big, like in a band sort of situation. I met Kid Rock. That's like the coolest. And Kid Rock was just hanging out. This is a wild story. We were walking around New York City, and Kid Rock was just standing in the street, like like literally just hanging out on the corner up by in Times Square. Like nobody was around him. There was no security or anything, and like I don't think anybody realized it was Kid Rock because like he just looked like a normal person. I went over. I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure you're Kid Rock. It was pretty fucking cool. Easier to root for other teams getting European remarried Austrian woman. Nice. Okay, that makes sense. Good for you, man. Austria seems like such a beautiful country. I'd love to go there. I was so constipated that my doctor had to shove his fingers in my ass. And okay, man. Wow. You know, I always wonder what kind of crowd we're gonna get at 3 o'clock in the morning, but we've got a crazy one. I'm being silly. You're good. Sorry for the auto typos. You're good, man. I'm not like I have a tough enough time reading, but I'll figure it out. Yeah, I met him at an airport, but literally nobody else knew who he was. I stumbled across him, knew who he was, and asked, "Are you?" And there we sat and talked the whole day. That's sick. See, it's nice when celebrities like are willing to stand there and talk to you. You know who I met in the airport? I met fucking Ian Eagle in the airport, and he could not have been any ruder. Like he walked by me, and I was just like Ian, and like looked at me like I was the biggest asshole on the planet. I'm subbing you, good guy here. I try, man. I really just I go live to just have a good conversation. Like, yeah, I might make some bad decisions, but hey. I'm planning on going on a trip soon, like I said, for my birthday in 2 weeks, the 23rd. Probably something really stupid and ridiculous, like going somewhere for college basketball. I'm definitely gonna vlog that and make something out of it. I've been like lacking with my long form shit. Do you remember Mark Sanchez? I thought he was good. I remember Mark Sanchez vividly. Like I never thought he was that good, but like the Jets defense carried them. Hold on, let me read a couple of things. Ian, I have a if I read that right, I have a crazy story about I met Zach Wilson in Montauk. It's like the craziest fucking story ever. Do you think the U.S. is close to going to war? I have no idea, honestly. I have another appointment next week. I don't know what to do. It's so awkward. Yeah, I don't really know what to do there. Do you enjoy cocaine? Second person that asked me that tonight. I've never done cocaine, but a lot of people wanted to talk cocaine tonight. I respect it. Do you think the U.S. is going to war soon? I'm not sure. Brought us to 2 AFC championship games. I feel like the defense and run game, like, listen, Mark Sanchez did enough to get us there. I feel like he was kind of the thing holding them back. I think if they had a slightly more competent quarterback, they probably would have been in the Super Bowl both years. But, you know, Mark Sanchez was good enough. Well, that's crazy. Well, Eddie Vedder talked to me as if we knew each other a whole lifetime. He was older, like 50, 60. See, that's nice. When celebrities are willing to, like, when celebrities are just, like, normal people that aren't, like, scumbags that act like they're better than everybody, that's always good. Like I said, there's been a couple where, like, I've had weird experiences with, but, so I met, let's see, like, Ian Eagle was a weird one. Kid Rock was pretty cool. I look at Mark Sanchez as glass half full. I'm kind of with you there. He was like I said, he was good enough at the time for what the Jets had, for the weapons around him, for the defense. He didn't lose the Jets games by any means, but he certainly didn't like. He made a couple big throws. He had ice in his veins in big moments. But he certainly wasn't the most talented quarterback the Jets had. And then, like, obviously when that team got worse around him, he wasn't really like making the guys around him that much better. But I think he was a very, like, pedestrian quarterback for the time. He had the balls, man. He had fucking balls, I'll tell you that. Shame he got a little too drunk in Indianapolis and got stabbed by a fucking truck driver, but hey. We've all had rough nights. We've all had a couple fucking too many beers and gotten stabbed by a truck driver. Like, we've all been there. Yeah, he was actually shocked that I knew who he was at that age and age we're in now. He thought I was 12, but I was 16 at the time. That's sick, though. That really is a nice, like there are good celebrities out there. That's a good that's good to know. But we met so I was in Montauk. This was 2022. I met wasn't he the same time as Gastineau, New York Stock Exchange? Who? Sanchez? No. No. Gastineau was like what was that? Like the late 80s, like, or like early 80s. Gastineau was a long time ago. Or like maybe late 70s. I also met Tom Hanks the other day. Damn, where'd you meet Tom Hanks? See, most of the celebrities I've met are athletes. Like I live a town over from Tobias Harris, and okay, sorry, it's all one big blur. Yeah, no, you're good. No, Gastineau was like I think late 70s, early 80s. Sanchez was like the 2010s. Sack Exchange was a long time ago. You know what's funny? I just saw a video of Mark Gastineau recently. He tends to hang out in my town a lot. I think he's from a town over also. A lot of people live in like this area. Like there's a lot of celebrities that live around here. Mariah Carey's from the high school next to mine. Are you from Jersey, Rutgers? I'm actually from Long Island. I'm a Long Island guy. I just love Rutgers football. Um, I love college football, and I never really had any rooting interest. So I finally just adopted Rutgers because I was like, you know what? They're the closest college team. They're the closest college to me. I'm a big St. John's basketball guy, but like I needed something for college football, so I jumped on the Rutgers bandwagon. But I'm about like 2.5 hours from Rutgers. Me and my friend were at a country concert, and on our way out, we saw him and his wife. He was trying to hide though, because he didn't want to be noticeable. He had glasses with like a disguise. Damn. Well, you noticed him. Would you pound a torta? Probably not. South Shore or North Shore, actually. I'm a Suffolk County North Shore guy. Here's the thing, and not to offend anybody, I don't know if Awian, if you're from the island, if you're a South Shore guy. Nowadays, especially, I think if you're gonna live on Long Island, if you're gonna spend the money to live, like it's fucking expensive here. You might as well spend a couple extra bucks and live on the North Shore. The South Shore is such a disaster now. Like it seems like every time there's any sort of like heavy rain, the South Shore just gets flooded no matter where you are. It's horrible. And like, I just feel like the South Shore, it's not even worth being there anymore. Like Fire Island, disaster every time it rains a little too much. What's up? Spazzy, what's going on? You're missing out, bub. I don't know about that. I once biked Jamaica Queens to the end of Montauk Point. I grew up in Riverdale. Damn. Holy shit. That's that's an insane ride. You know, I know they do that ride for Boomer Esiason's foundation does that, and I've always thought about doing it one year. But dude, I ride the bike at the gym, and I start getting like my legs get all chapped from that, and I just do like 5-10 miles. Like I don't think I could do something like that. That's crazy. I noticed him because we got a glimpse of him taking his glasses off, and right off the bat, I knew that was Forrest Gump. That's insane. Far Rockaway always gets slammed. All those places do. Jets suck. Toronto Maple Leafs are better. You don't even believe that. It's a youth hostels organized group. Wow. Fire Island is a disaster because of the gays there. Not really. You know, there's only like one section of Fire Island. Fire Island's a lot like New York City, where like there's like a neighborhood that's super LGBTQ friendly. Like it is what it's. There's nothing wrong with that. Go Bills. Ugh, gross. Are you at least from like the upstate New York area? Because I can't take people on Long Island that are Bills fans. Like it really, dude. You want to do the best? So Facebook groups for like sports teams are always the funniest place. It's like it genuinely houses like the dumbest people. Some guy was talking about how he's like if the Bills fire Sean McDermott, the Jets should hire him. This is what this guy said, right? He goes, the Jets should hire him because then he wouldn't have to move. And everybody's like, dude, like Buffalo's like 8 hours away. What are you talking about? He's like, well, he could fly every day. It's only like a 20-minute flight. It was the dumbest thing I've ever read in my entire life. Like the guy was like those Facebook groups, like I don't even know why I'm in them when it comes to Jet talk or Mets talk or whatever. It always gives me a headache. It at least makes me like think, all right, it could be worse. Maple Leafs are going nowhere again. Dude, I love that. I'm a big Islander fan. Love the Islanders. Die-hard New York Islander fan. I love that we still boo John Tavares every time he touches the puck on Long Island. It's great. We're never gonna forget. Yeah, I took a quick picture of him and he signed my cap really fast. And was like, pretend you have no idea you know who I am. Yeah, there you go. So you kept the secret. Jets, LMAO. Who are you a fan of? Who's the quarterback on Seattle doing well? Darnold? Yeah, dude, Sam Darnold. You know what's funny? Here, you want to see something? This is still hanging on my wall in my kitchen. Check this out. Boom. Me about 30 pounds lighter with Sam Darnold. Long time ago. I fucking love Sam Darnold, man. I felt so bad for him when he was here. Um, I felt so bad for Sam Darnold because like he didn't get any help when he was here. He was like he was talented. He was young. Jays are going somewhere. We slapped the shitty Yankees. I'm a Met fan, so that doesn't really bother me. When you watching heated rivalry, I haven't yet. Bro, how you hating Tavares? He made your team relevant in the modern era. Actually, when he left, the Islanders got a lot better. But hey, what do I know? He's certainly not made the Toronto Maple Leafs relevant. They made him captain and then took it away. Like, you want to talk about embarrassing? Like, ugh. Question: have you ever heard of the '90s band the Toadies? I have not. I don't know who the Toadies are. Never heard of them. Amazing, you got to pick with Darnold. He's great now, dude. Like I said, I love Sam Darnold. I think he's always gotten like the raw shake everywhere he's been. Um, Phenomenal quarterback. Couldn't have been a nicer guy. I went to training camp, took a picture of him. Nice guy. He was in Montauk one year when we were out there. A lot of celebrities go out to Montauk. Heater Rivalry is #1 gay show right now. Never seen it. Beetlejuice head? Kind of. It's like I got to protect the hollowness that's in my brain. You like the Jets and Mets, Rangers, or Islanders? Diehard Islander fan. Love the Islanders. Actually, my other big hat is an Islanders hat. I have two of them. The Islanders are my favorite team. F1 kill one. Ice Spice Eric Kirk. I can tough two options there. I don't know. I don't know who I find more attractive. Let me think about that for a little bit. Because I think they're both like somewhat attractive. Islanders just known as the team Opie set the record on. Okay. Blink if you're gay. You remember the Potvin era? The Potvin era was before me. I can't hold my eyes open that long. Potvin era was before my time, but my father and grandfather used to go to like my grandfather had season tickets to the Islanders through he worked at Belmont Park forever. He was like in the horse racing industry. So he used to get like season ticket, like he would get tickets to like Islander games and Met games. The amount of Met games I've been to because he had connections like with the racetrack, unbelievable. Like I went to like probably 30 Met games a year. It was crazy. Wow, I'm shocked how many people don't know them. I've never heard of them, the Toadies. The Islanders did have a three-peat. It was a four-peat. It was 4 in a row. Bossy was great. Bossy, Potvin, Trottier, like all those guys were unbelievable. They ought to fire LaFleur. You think so? I don't think they should. I don't think this was on Matt LaFleur at all. I just think Micah Parsons goes down. I think that changed the I think that just changed the whole defense. I think it changed the structure of the roster. I don't think the Bears are that bad. But this was a bad collapse. You like Barzal? I love Matt Barzal. Bossy was great. Your hat is too big. It looks ridiculous. Thanks. And good luck to whoever hires. Who? Does it jiggle? Does what? Does what jiggle? I don't know what you're talking about. Good luck to whoever. Who is that? A Fley? I don't know. I feel like this was like the Bears were just good. You think Tyler Shuck could be MVP? I don't know if he could be an MVP, but I think he's a very prominent starting quarterback. Bro looks like he enjoys the new Wayne songs. Lil Wayne? Kanye? I'm not a big Kanye guy. The only Kanye album I ever liked was Graduation. Other than that, it wasn't big. Bears won wild card game just barely. The Bears came back and won a game. That could be a lot of momentum going into the next round. I think Ben Johnson, X's and O's wise, is the best coach in football. I don't mean to point out the elephant in the room, but why is your hat so green? I don't know. That's actually really weird that you say that. Now that I just looked at it, like the hat looks like it's like in HD compared to everything else. It's the Bills' year. I don't know about that. I could see the Bills going down to the Jaguars. I think whoever wins that game has a pretty clean shot at the Super Bowl. Packers defensive coordinator Jeff Fley. I think the favorite for the Giants job. That's crazy. I've not heard of him. I haven't been, because the Jets aren't looking for a coach for some reason. I haven't really been paying attention to who the quarterbacks are. The coordinators are that are open for jobs. Jordan Love just proved he's a pussy. I don't know about that, but hey, that ad's tiny. You could wear bigger. I know. Listen, I got mad when I ordered this because I thought it'd be a lot bigger. I got a lot of respect for you wearing that Jets hat. You know what it does, Wien? First of all, I love the Jets, unfortunately. I'm a diehard Jet fan. They've done nothing but fucking ruin my life, make me miserable. But I don't care. I'm gonna rock this thing, and it makes people stop and go, "What the fuck is wrong with this guy?" That hat's too tiny for my bald, oily head. Honestly, I think it could fit any head. Your opinion on Rodgers? I think Aaron Rodgers is another guy that got a raw shake. You're a cool dude from Toronto. Appreciate that, man. It means a lot. I think Aaron Rodgers got screwed over a little bit by the Jets. I hope he wins. I hope the Steelers make a run. I loved Aaron Rodgers. I felt like, he went out every week and played his ass off for the Jets, and I think a lot of people hate him just because of what he thinks. Do a kickflip? I cannot do a kickflip. I can't even I don't think I can ride a skateboard more than 5 feet. Dude, you suck and you are gay. Thanks, Mama Luigi. Appreciate that. I told the guy I liked him, and he responded with, "What the fuck, dog?" Now what do I do? Just let it marinate. Dude, you suck and you are gay. All right, I got it. If you were 8 feet tall, that hat would still look. Wait, that hat would look still big size. Yeah, I think it would. I don't think my height would change anything. Who do you think's better, Ovi or Crosby? I mean, I think Sidney Crosby is a better overall player. Ovechkin's obviously the greatest goal scorer we've ever seen. But Sidney Crosby all around, probably until Connor McDavid. Look, Connor McDavid already might be the best player of our generation, but hey. Oh, I don't know. You got family? Sorry to ask personal. I do. I got family. I got both my parents are still alive. My mom lives down in Virginia. My father lives around the corner from me. My sister lives in a group home around the corner from me. We actually are all pretty close, except my mom's in Virginia. Just me and my sister and my father. Red Light Man, what's up? So yeah, I got family. I got a bunch of cousins. I don't even know how many to count. There's so many. My mom was one of 6 kids, so I got a ton of cousins. Do you have a gigantic hat, or is your head very small? I'm going to let you wonder on that. I'm not going to tell you. What is your favorite color? I don't know. It's a great question. It depends on the mood. It's a great question, though. Crosby had Malkin, and Ovi did have another superstar, though. Yeah, but I mean, Nicholas Backstrom was good for so many years, but he obviously wasn't a Malkin level player. Crosby and Malkin never really played together, though. They were never on the same line. Is the motion of the ocean not the size of the boat? Is the motion of the ocean not the size of the boat? Yeah, absolutely. You need to find a woman who likes the Jets. Lots of luck. Appreciate that, man. We'll see. We'll see what happens. You're in New York, sorry to hear. Born and raised, 3 years removed. Where'd you move to? Because, trust me, New York is brutal. Fucking, are you scared to answer my question? I did answer your question. You asked me what my favorite color was. I said it depends on the mood. I don't know. What is this, my fucking 3rd grade orientation? What's your favorite color? I don't really have one. What's the difference between outlaws and in-laws? Outlaws are wanted. Being a Jets fan is rough. It is miserable. By God, my friend, that is a very large hat. It's pretty big, right? It makes up for my shitty personality. Kind of keeps you guys around. Answer with an actual color. I don't have one, man. I like your friend. I would encourage our audience to double tap the stream. Appreciate you, Dreamsy Smokes. Appreciate that, man. Being a Jets fan is rough. It's horrible. It's the worst. It's the dumbest thing I've ever done in my life. Lincoln Street, Miami, right? That's your address. You're done, buddy. You're right. I'm in Miami in that exact coordinates right there. I moved to Colorado, but I'm headed to Wyoming soon. Dude, I love that part of the country. I've always wanted to go out to Colorado for college basketball and shit. I don't know why. It looks like such a fucking vibe out there. And Wyoming Cowboys basketball is something it's like a bucket list, and football. Lisa Ann or Brandy Love? Now you're asking the real questions. I don't know. It's a good question. I guess Lisa Ann. This guy tried to meet a 12-year-old boy at Walmart for Diddy purposes. I think you're in the wrong stream, bud. Can easily put all the wins in that hat and have room for the next 35 years. That's fucking A. That's great. Answer with a color. I bet you like the Jets. What gave it away? I like to help on the Pennsylvania, and native, I like the Eagles. I love Pennsylvania, too. I'm a big... Pennsylvania's a great... I love the Poconos, man. One of my favorite areas in the whole country. I love to fucking travel. I saw Bobby Orr and Gretzky, no comparison. What do you mean? like Gretzky's better, or if it's not red, I'll crash out. I get it, because you're red light, man. Why do straight guys dress like chicks now? It is hard to tell which guys are actually gay or not now. I don't know. I don't really know why. I haven't really noticed it. I think some people just have like think they're like being fashionable and do shit that is just ridiculous nowadays. Brandy Love could catch, to be honest. Yeah, I don't know. I like, you know what my thing was like. Anybody who talks about porn, like that watched it back in the day, like or watch it now, whatever. I always tell people like I never watch the credits. Like they're like, oh, do you like this person? Do you like this actress? Do you like this? Like, I don't know, man. Like I never stuck around for the end of the movie where they showed the credits. Like I was never somebody that like once you're done with it, you're done. Dude, I'm confused. That hat is abnormally large. It's a little bit big, right? I'd say Mario Lemieux's the GOAT than Gretzky. Dude, Mario Lemieux was unbelievable. If he would have stayed around, if he stayed healthy, I meant and Gretzky were another level. I think Gretzky's the most dominant athlete ever, but never made it to the second scene. That's the thing. You know, a lot of us I never rolled credits. Gretzky's the GOAT. I think, like I said, if Mario Lemieux played longer, if he stayed healthy, he probably would have got to that level. He was that good, but he just couldn't. It's a shame. But Wayne Gretzky, in terms of like all-time athletes, I think is the most dominant we've ever seen. Like he was so much better than everybody else. It's crazy. Appreciate the acknowledgement of my comments. What made you want to start YouTube, my friend? Honestly, Dreamsies, it's a funny story, man. Like I actually started this channel because I was gonna stream like old PS2 games, and then like I just like got a hankering for like just talking to people and like having streams. Like I just started streaming one day. I did this like, and I was like, fuck it. Like let's see what happens when I go live. And like I had a great time, and I enjoy this so much that I'm hoping I don't know. I'm hoping something could come of this. I'm hoping like I could create something and like grow a community and shit. We'll see. I don't know. This is more for entertainment for me than anything, but we'll see. I just like totally changed up. I'm like, screw it. I'm just gonna see what happens. Me too, brother. Just hoping for the best. Oh, you stream too? Or you do YouTube also? Hold on. Oh, fuck yeah. 1.79 sub. There's 1,000 subs. Fuck, how do I'm trying to sub to you, but hold on. I'll do it after the stream. I'll throw you a sub. Yeah, dude, listen, you never know, man. You throw shit out there, something happens, you get something. You look like a child rapist from the news. Damn, bro. Drop the N-word for immediate fame and clout. I don't think that's how that works. Looks like a PS1 cheat code. What does? I never saw anybody take an offensive position behind the opposing goalie. He was amazing. Oh, yeah. Unbelievable. Long time, brother. Nice to see you again. Oh, Eddie, what's going on, man? How we doing? Who's your MLB goat? It's Barry Bonds. 100% it's Barry Bonds. The giant-ass hats are hilarious to me. It just looks ridiculous, right? I love it. But respect for repping your squad. Listen, you have to. Even though it's, like, miserable, it sucks. Being a Jet fan is the worst thing ever. I'm going to take it on the chin. I feel a lot better being a Jet fan now that I know you. Listen, I'm a crazy person when it comes to the Jets. The dumbest thing I've ever done in my life is go to London for the Jets last year, and that worked out horribly. London was great, then the Jets ruined the whole thing. Hey, what's up? Dig in your butt, twin. I don't think I'm going to do that. Bo Jackson, the best athlete ever. Bo Jackson's up there. Yeah, in terms of like straight athlete, probably. Being able to play two professional sports at such a high level is crazy. Sorry, I'm trying to... How do you get 4 trans to sit... Come on, dude. What the hell is going on? I wanted the Rams to lose. Drake May for president. Dude, I thought the Rams were going to lose. That would have been awesome. I don't know. I just always root for local teams, either Eagles or Steelers as a native. See, I never understood, like, and whatever your allegiance is, like, I respect it, but, like, I love having, like, my team right in my backyard. I feel like it's repping your city, too. Like, I agree with that. Barry Bonds, a Jew said, and never won a ring, bro. Dude, I think Max Kepler getting suspended for PEDs is the ultimate, hey, drugs don't make you better. Can I get a side view with that? Wait, what? A side view of what? Sick hat. Thank you, Games. Appreciate that. Saquon is the GOAT of all time? I don't know about that. Gambino or Otani GOATs? I mean, Otani, by the time he's done, he might already be, but he might be the greatest player of all time. From Indianapolis, fly, Eagles, fly. Mowgli, are you or Mowgli, am I saying that right? Are you a Pacers guy? Like, I went to Indianapolis last year for Knicks Pacers game 3. That was unbelievable. Unbelievable. One of the best experiences of my life. That building, where the fuck do they play? Wherever the Pacers play is one of the nicest arenas I've ever been to. Legitimately, what is it, Bankers Fieldhouse or whatever? Beautiful arena. Unbelievable. When you watch other teams, do you root for one team just to keep it interesting? Not really. It depends if I bet on it, really. Oh, side boob? You're looking for side boob? I'm not giving that to you. Depend if I bet on a team, yes. If not, if I don't bet on it, I kind of just watch the game and hope for a good game. How many hot dogs can you fit in your mouth? Great question. Not that many. Maybe 1 or 2. Pink Floyd or Grateful Dead? Pink Floyd probably. Gainbridge. I couldn't think of the name of it. Yes, beautiful arena. Favorite movie: The Mighty Ducks or Coach Carter? I love both of them. That's a tough question. I'd probably go Mighty Ducks. Why did you try to meet a 12-year-old girl and oh yeah, and go Bears? What a fucking combo of fucking. Oh God, you guys are nuts. You really you go live and you never know what to expect. You never know what people are gonna say. Usually it's stuff about drugs and shit, but I've got a couple people saying, "Oh, you tried to meet somebody." Like, God damn, you guys are relentless. Arrowhead is the best stadium. I've never been. Chinese food or Mexican food? Damn, you're having me pick between my. But El Mayo, he's not a pedo, dude. I just find it so funny when people come in here and say shit because like I'm not gonna ban anybody. It's just fucking. It keeps me on my toes because I'm like, God damn. No, I'm not like offended at all, man. Best pizza spot in New York. Fuck, what's the place called? I can never think of the name. Romeo's Pizza in New York City. It's like on 33rd and it's like 31st and 3rd or something like that. It's an unbelievable pizza place. Great specialty slices. Chinese food or Mexican? Chinese. I had Chinese food for dinner. New York hockey is pretty bad now. Sabres are bad. The Islanders are actually pretty good. Let me get some brains in the chat. Wow. Yeah, you're pretty dope for that. Great fucking sport. Listen, man, I'm always like, I never understand. I said it earlier in the stream. People that stream, that go live, and they're like, oh, like, don't say that in my chat. Like, don't go live if you're not expecting fucking whack shit to happen. Like, it's just part of the fucking whole thing. Indeed, my friend. I hope to bolster your numbers. Double tap to like. Appreciate you, Dreamsy. Dreamsy, I'm gonna find you after this, and I'll sub to you because I'm all for like building the presence here. If your presence is detected anywhere near Ann Arbor, Michigan, I will personally give you a vasectomy. Oh no, I guess I can't go to a Michigan anything. God damn. Bro, I met this brain dude in another live. I feel like everybody goes to all different lives. I think it's great. I feel like it's like a common, like, people end up seeing each other in different lives. Beer or wine or hard drinks? Depends. I don't like wine at all. I like sipping on a beer, but like I don't know. I prefer like not hard drinks. Like I prefer like my drink of choice is Captain Diet Coke to watch the figure a little bit. Like you always mix in the Diet Coke, like just not wasting the calories. But depends on the vibe. Depends on where you're going. Appreciate you, Ransom Soul Psalm. Thank you. Come to Toronto, bro. I got a beer on you. I'd love to go to Toronto. There's so many places I want to go. Like, my thing is like I'm trying to do like vlogs and travel vlogs and shit. But like right now, like I'm in a place with like my job where I can't really travel a ton. Like, just this time of year, I'm going away for my birthday. Fuck it, I don't care. They could fuck right off. Wine and beer, then. I'm just not a big wine guy. Clamshell that like button. Appreciate you. Hail to the victors. It's a fucking roulette. It is. My friend, I started my channel due to my love of all things old and vintage. I smoked very old cigarettes most of in the 1960s to the 2000s. Wow. Oh, that's why it smokes. Okay, so wait, is it smoke? I kind of like that. Personally, I have no God. I think you are your own God. I'm with you on that. Like, religiously speaking, I'm pretty. I'm not. I wouldn't say I'm anti-religion. I just don't. I'm not a religious person whatsoever. But I respect whatever. Being an Islander fan, do you hate the Rangers? Hate them. Dude, like it's probably the only team in New York that I legitimately dislike. I don't have anything against the Giants, the Yankees. Like I don't care about them. The Rangers is a different animal. FML is a Finns fan. I will say fuck the Pats, the goddamn Jets though. I mean, like, there's no reason to hate the Jets because they do enough to their own fan base. Bro, just go to Colombia. I'm telling mad bitches. Colombia? I don't know. I've never really been interested in South America. I don't smoke weed, but I don't have a problem with anyone that does. I'm with it. Dude, some of my friends smoke weed. I don't do it because I get bad highs. Like, I used to smoke weed, and I would get high and think about the wrong shit, so I stopped. Could you please fart on stream? Pretty please. I will send a donation. Wow. I don't think I'm going to do that. I'm not reading that guy's name because it is absolutely going to get taken out of context. But hey, what about the Devils? Hughes is pretty good. The Devils are an interesting, like, exciting team, but they, like, I don't dislike the Devils by any means. But Jack Hughes is unbelievable. Yes, fuck the Pats. I hate the Patriots, man. You got a big head. Thanks, man. Not a lot going on in there. Jets are ass. Thank you. Do you specifically buy a very large hat just for the lulz? Honestly, I bought this hat a while ago because I saw it, dude. And I'm like, the Islander one is the original one. I don't have it on me right now. Jets are gay. Have a good night. Thanks, Rusty. Thanks, man. So I bought the Islander one at UBS Arena. And then I found out that Noggin Boss makes Jet ones. And then somebody got this for me for Christmas. And I was like, if I'm going to stream, I might as well give people a reason to make fun of me and, like, reason to stop. And I'm like, fuck it. I'll put this thing on. Bro, Devils are pissing me off, especially Jesper Bratt and Nico Hischier. Yeah, I know the Devils are going through it right now. I've seen a lot of people upset, especially Frank the Tank. Hey, everyone, happy Sunday. Daniel Perry, what's up, man? Long time no see. How you doing, man? It's a happy Sunday. Wish the best to everyone. Make sure to double tap. Appreciate your dreamsies. Thank you. Hughes is good, but the too injury prone. Jack Hughes is living out my fucking dream of dating Tate McRae, so I don't really want to talk about that. Jets, Mets, Islanders actually makes a lot of sense. They go together. It kind of does, right? Like, I've heard that a lot, but I know people that, like, go all over the place. High key, the Jets owe it to the fans to turn it around. If they can't turn it around now with, like, they have 2 first-round picks this year, they have 3 next year. If they can't turn it around with this, like, there's no hope for it ever happening. I'm a Jets fan, unfortunately. It's the worst thing ever. Being a Jet fan sucks ass. Big-ass cap? Hell yeah. There exists a striking imbalance between rhetorical finality of your claims and provisional underdeveloped reasoning from which they... What? He's just saying a lot of words, and I have no idea. Like, I don't know what I said that he's even talking about. Is who the guy to see the farting fetish? There's a professional farter? That's crazy. Although, I'm trying to catch up, guys. I'm sorry. That's right, Jets play in Jersey. They do. Do you like the new corner for the Jets? Gabe Owners. Yes, I love... There's nothing I love more than Jets' new cornerback, Gabe Owners. You can quote me, you can clip it. Do you believe in free will? Yeah, for the most part. Yeah, dude, I think yeah, absolutely. I think when you don't believe in free will, you're holding yourself back. Do you think the New York Jets should be the New Jersey Jets? No, because they're in the New York market. It makes more sense. Colts giving up 2 first-round picks for Sauce wasn't the smartest decision. Yeah, that didn't work out. I was, Sauce Gardner's a great player. It wasn't worth 2 first-round picks. What about the titty Madison Beer dating the Chargers quarterback? Dude, KB from Barstool said it best. There is not a more eligible bachelor on the planet than Justin Herbert. Like, 6'6", quarterback for the Los Angeles, the football team in Los Angeles. Nobody's a more eligible bachelor. How does it even fit in? This? Here, I'll show you. There's a lining inside. All I remember about the Jets is the butt fumble, so yeah, it sucks to be a Jets fan. Dude, Bryce, you know what's crazy about the butt fumble? Is what people forget is the play after. The Jets fumbled the kickoff for a touchdown. People completely forget about that. Literally the next play on the kickoff. The fucking Jets ran right in, like, fumbled the kickoff for a touchdown. Do you believe in angels? Like the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim? Hey, bro, that's a small hat. Thank you. Jets are comical. They're insane, dude. Respectfully disagree. Love you. Wait, what do you mean? You disagree with free will? I think, like, I think once you discover you have free will, you can have, like, endless possibilities, but it can be dangerous, too. Happy MAGA, everyone. Jeez, what the hell? I remember when the Giants moved to the Meadowlands for a short time, only the Jets stayed, then they also left. I wish the Jets would come to Long Island. There's been talks about it because the Jets can get out of that lease of MetLife Stadium. I think in 2029. We'll see. That was crazy. They're going down tonight. They're going down. Let's go, Patriots. Cool hat. Thank you. I've been a Seahawks fan all my life, Cotton. Oh, wait. I thought you were just making a dodgeball reference. Hat is huge. Quoting Barstool, not lame at all. Stoolie. Listen, I'm not a Barstool guy whatsoever. I just saw the video of KB from Barstool explaining it. I'm not going to take credit for that take. I'm not somebody who's going to take credit. Like, it's a hilariously awesome take. Am I a Barstool guy? Not at all. Like, I don't think, like, I think that shit, I think most of it's whack. It's just I saw he's the one who said it. I'm not going to take credit for his fucking take on Justin Herbert being the most eligible bachelor on the planet. Steelers should have kept Justin Fields. Dude, the Steelers are in the postseason. What? How? I respect the USA for honoring their history. What do you know about 3? I don't. My friend, I can't comprehend how large the hat is. Dude, everybody should get one. If you have like a favorite football team, you should absolutely get one of these hats. What's up, Fley? Is that your name? Yeah, it would be, I guess I would call it my stage name, Fley. So basically my first name is Rob. One of my buddies back in the day used to call me different names, like celebrities named Bobby. And Bobby Fley, he called me one day and it stuck. So every one of my friends, anybody that knows me calls me Fley, so I just ran with it. What do we got? Man, you have a small head, I know. Small head, small everything else, too. Saddest day was when the Sonics went to Oklahoma. I'm surprised Seattle hasn't gotten a team back there yet. Like, if the NBA is going to expand, Seattle needs a team back. Would you rather Dixon? Oh, God, you guys are the best. Hold on. She's invisible. I'll read this. I got you. Don't worry. Would you rather Dixon my ass play? Of course. He's my favorite player. I can't express how much I love Dixon my ass. My favorite fucking Jet. Vikings, what should they do for quarterback? They got Addison and Jefferson waiting. I don't know what the Vikings are going to do. I mean, J.J. McCarthy is not it. The free agency, the quarterback free agency, they should have gotten Aaron Rodgers. I don't understand why they didn't do that. But, hey, it is what it is. They'll figure something out. Don't worry, bro. You got a big dick, and we'll nail Madison Beer. I don't know about that. I don't know about either one of those things. Hello, great hat. Thank you. Nice hat, fuckface. Thanks, Lacosa. Flay, great meeting you. I'm Aaron from Riverdale, now Austria. See ya. Have a good one, Aaron. Not a single drop of rain makes it through that thing. No, it does. It's not very waterproof. It gets you soaked on top. Like, I've worn it in the rain. Like, it'll go right through that. Way too early to pull the plug on McCarthy. I don't know if it is. I don't think J.J. McCarthy's any good, personally. Look, I don't wish demise on anybody. I hope he does well. I hope he figures it out, but I don't know. I'm not a big J.J. McCarthy guy. I left my water over here. Hold on. That giant fucking jug of water. Ah, dude, I worked out my legs today and my fucking went a little too hard. Is the crown waterlogged? Does Madison Beer have any nudes? I have no idea. If you find those, let me know. He was essentially a rookie this season. That is true. Does this pass as a safety hat at a construction site? I don't know. You got to ask OSHA that one. I would hope. So fucking thirsty. Perfect costume for your condoms. Thanks. I've never liked Aaron Rodgers. He always looks upset. You know, I loved Aaron Rodgers as a Jet. I felt like he really tried his ass off. Dude, I hate to break the news, but I saw your mom last night and she tested. She's now expecting a baby. Damn. True Nation Mom 2000. I hate when my head shrinks too. It's brutal, man. Get some sleep, bro. Rest increases gains. No, I'm going to go to sleep in a little bit. I just couldn't. I have a busted up shoulder, so I don't really sleep much. I went to bed right after the Bears game and woke up to stream for a little bit. I'm a Bears fan, so I hope McCarthy is awful and the Vikings stick with him, but you need at least 2.5 years to decide whether a quarterback is going to be good or not. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't like him out of college either, Caleb. I wasn't a fan of him. I didn't understand why the Vikings were so high on him, so it's more so compared to like what he was in college too. Yeah, I had to get that water in. Just admit it, your dick's so big that all of Long Island hoes nicknamed it the tripod. No. Not a lot of the hoes on Long Island have seen it. I feel like your mother didn't give you enough. What? That hat is ridiculous? Thanks. Do you respect Howard Stern's penis? Wow, what a fucking reference. That's something I haven't heard in a while. That was the best back in the day on C-SPAN when they had the open fucking phone lines and people would call in asking about Howard Stern's penis. What a fucking reference. Hockey or football if you had to pick. Oh, tough. I love hockey. I think I'd go hockey. That's pretty cool. Do they have other colors? Does it cause irritation? Doesn't cause any irritation. They have it in every single NFL team. They have every NFL team. Finally, a responsible man on YouTube. I don't know if responsible is the right term for me. Like calling me responsible. There must be some fucking very irresponsible people on here. You're an honorary Canadian, my friend. I appreciate that. You know what? I love Canada. I love my brothers up north. Shit right on. You got that shit on? Thanks. Did you take the COVID shot? I took 2 of them. I took the first one and the booster. Honestly, the only reason I took it was because they gave us a day off of work to do it. So, like, I don't have like a hard stance either way on whether you should have gotten it or not, but I stopped. If you ever tried to get a fill-in job on WFAN, you were great. I think it's worth a try. I honestly, like, that would be sick. Like, I don't think enough people would know who I am for me to be on WFAN, but that would be a dream someday. I think that would be awesome. Maybe. Who knows? Maybe someday. I love shooting the shit about sports. You know what the problem with me being on WFAN would be is I'd probably like get FCC regulated because I'd say something like I'd throw a bomb in, but that would be great. That would be a dream someday. Chat might flip here. Wait, well, all right. What are you asking? Who's the greatest NFL team? Like, what do you mean? Like of all time or like the best team right now in the NFL? I think the Seahawks are the best team this year of all time. It's like, I don't want to say it. I don't want to say it. That's cap and. This guy tried to meet dude again. This guy's back. Are we still carrying the flame in the year of one of what? Of 1 AK? What is that? What does that even stand for? Bears taking the dub, baby. That was an awesome game. I love Ben Johnson. I wish he would have came to the Jets, but it was never going to happen. Hey, Cornball. Hank Propane Hill. Damn. Do you watch games with names by Julian Edelman? No, I don't, but I fuck Julian Edelman. I don't like Julian Edelman because he was a Patriot, but I have no idea. Wait, I just realized the obvious. Your hat is so beautiful. Thank you. I bet you could fit that hat straight up your asshole without touching any corners. Thanks, Mike. I don't think so. I'm probably not even going to try it. I'm not going to like. I'm definitely not going to experiment that, but that's fucking great, dude. You have a tiny little hat. Thanks. 1 year. Yeah, that's a whole other thing. Dallas was ripped from their spot in the playoffs. The season was rigged. I don't know if the season was rigged. If the season was rigged, there's no way they would have Travis Kelce and Patrick Mahomes go out the way they did. Travis Kelce's last year, the last year they could like capitalize on the Taylor Swift fan base. There's no way they would have let that happen. You're the best. I appreciate that, Mike. Trust me, I'm a Seahawks fan and I enjoy the games with names. I've never even seen it. I've never seen one episode. I didn't know he had a show. Everyone leave for a minute. I need to put this hat straight up my asshole. Yeah, give me 2 minutes. I'll be right back. I'll let you know how it goes. Oh, God. Is that Shaq's cap? Yes. 2020 Bucks were the most capable, complete team of all time. Was never replaceable, but every one of the guys were in the right time in their career. One of the best playoff runs ever when they got it. 2020 Bucks. Are you talking about the Milwaukee Bucks? Or are we talking the Tampa Bay, like, huge capper? Hell yeah. Bro, you look like you look like Luigi ate a bit of a mushroom but only made your hat big from Super Mario. Dude. People call me Luigi all the time. I think that's great. Tampa. Yeah, I think you're right there, Megan. That Tampa Bay Buccaneers team, like you said, like every single one of those guys were like right at the perfect time. I think that Bucs roster was more talented than any roster Tom Brady had in New England too. Like you had elite pass rushers, you had a great offensive line. You had unbelievable running backs. You had like the receiving core was unbelievable. I genuinely think that was the most talented roster that Tom Brady ever had around him. And he was on the Pats for what, 6 Super Bowls? You are gay. I'm not, but hey, boobs or ass. I don't discriminate. Really disappointed in the latest release from Heinz. The tomato ketchup zero taste from last year. Yeah, I mean, I feel like half of ketchup is the sugar taste. Like that seems ridiculous. Those big hats like that are stupid. Those big hats are like that are childish, buddy. You just seem like somebody who doesn't like caps, like in general. Last time I was at a beach, an adult man of war stung me below the armpit. A man of jeez, sounds awful. If you want to watch an old game sometime, watch the Ice Bowl at the Packers Cowboys. The Ice Bowl. What Super Bowl was that? Or it was an NFC Championship game or something? Teams they cut through: Aaron Rodgers, Drew Brees, and Patrick Mahomes. Oh yeah, they dominated the Chiefs. That run was unbelievable. I forgot that they beat Rodgers, Brees on the way to the Super Bowl, but it really was, in terms of roster construction, the perfect roster. It really, like, totally. They had their issues at first, but they figured things out pretty quickly and made a run. That Saints team was unbelievable that year too. I think whichever one of those teams won that game was going to win the Super Bowl, the Saints or the Bucks, but the Bucks were just like phenomenal. Dad TV, but dude is still a virgin. Huh. That person saw your channel on purpose and created a hat just to get attention and made themselves happy. It got my attention, but it's not funny. It's rude to me. No, I think it's funny. Did he just make that? Hold on. Nope, he's been around for 18 years. Dad TV, but dude's still a virgin. What is it? Dad TV? I don't even know what Dad TV is. Gay. Thanks, Mark. It's not funny. What is it? What is? My 4th grandson's 18, so win-win. Drinking his dad's... What? You like Andrew Tate? No, I'm not really. Like, I'm not like... I don't even really know what that guy does. Like, I know he's, like, famous, but I'm not really sure what he's famous for. I hear about him all the time, and I don't know anything about him. Yeah, once the Bucks got their chemistry, they won 12 in a row going into the Super Bowl. Yeah, they hit it pretty hard there, Megan. Like, they got hot at the right time. And like we said, they were a championship-level defense. They were an unbelievable, like, the weapons, the wide receivers. It was absolutely the most talented roster Tom Brady was ever on. Would you buy Iron Mouse's Fansly? What? I don't even... Is that English? Whoever was in charge of Assassin's Creed 2 DLC Bonfire is a fucking moron. Huh. I never played any Assassin's Creed games, but I'll believe you. How about Myron from Fresh and Fit? Who? Myron from Fresh and Fit? I have no idea who that is. Ice Bowl was for the championship in 1967. It was the coldest game ever played in NFL history. It was minus 15. Jeez. I would, like, stay home. I'd, like, fake an illness that day. Joe Costa, what's up? DBZ or One Piece? I don't know what either one of those things are. Is that Dragon Ball Z? I never watched either one. I was never really like a big cartoon guy growing up. I watched like Nickelodeon, like that was probably more so it, but I've usually been somebody who watches sports. Do you enjoy stroking it to Iron Mouse? No, I don't know what Iron Mouse is, so no. Wow. No, I have no idea. I don't even know what you're talking about. I don't know what Iron Mouse is, so how can I be stroking it to something I don't know? Which Nickelodeon girl would you fuck? Ooh. Like, which one did I have a crush on back in the day? Nickelodeon-wise? I mean, Zoe 101 was like the first show that ever... Zoe 101 was the first show that I ever, like, had a crush on, like, somebody, and it was Jamie Lynn Spears, but, like... Dude, the new, like... You know who like aged really well? Miranda Cosgrove. This is my favorite gay streamer. Support this stream and subscribe for more gay content. What kind of gay content have I posted? What the hell? Wait, you gay, bro? No. This chat is crazy. It's nuts, dude. When you go you go live on the shorts feed and you never know what you're gonna get. It's so entertaining. It's amazing. I don't really fuck with you, gang. That's all right. To each their own. Like, dude, Miranda Cosgrove has aged so well. What does the name of Kai Becton mean to you? Thoughts on his selection by the Jets, one pick ahead of Tristan Wirfs and his NFL career so far? You know, Mekhi Becton is a guy who, you know, when he got drafted, he had all these there were all these issues around him, like with his weight, and he's an athletic freak, really, Mekhi Becton, for the way he moves at his size. But I felt like he got to the Jets and was like a guy who really wasn't prepared to be in a losing situation. I think he's somebody who let the situation of being a Jet and everything going on kind of consume him. And he came in overweight. He had years where he was overweight, and I felt like he let like the losing and the bad culture completely consume him. And I don't think he was mentally tough enough to be in a bad situation like that. He's a talented guard now, or he's with the Chargers, right? You know, he was a big part of the Eagles winning a Super Bowl. I just feel like he was somebody that like wasn't built for being in a bad situation, and I think that says more to his character than anything. I don't respect Mekhi Becton for the way he pretty much quit on the Jets. I'm glad to see that he's doing well now. I think like I would never want to see somebody fail, but it sucks that because Tristan Wirfs is so good. I feel like Mekhi Becton is just mentally a weak person. That's what I would conclude. I just feel like he really he just didn't care because the Jets weren't good, and like I get that he's a product of his environment a little bit, and it's fair. Being a Jet sucks. Darn, that is such a huge hat. Hell yeah. I think your hat's too small. I don't know about that. Is that hat controlling you? Yeah, there's actually a little something in there that fucking controls all my movement. Thought you was kids. What? I don't know. What was that English? Who you think your quarterback's going to be next year? Oh, I don't know. It's probably going to end up being like Malik Willis or something like that. Why are you wearing that hat, mate? I don't know. I really don't have anything else going on. Bro, you just made my night. My stomach is hurting, so I appreciate you, Universal G. Hat, cap, big brain, small. What? Oh, hat, big brain, small? Oh, yeah. See, I couldn't even read that. Appreciate you, Universal G. I'm an illegal immigrant living in the United States. You know, I probably wouldn't say that out loud. I probably wouldn't put that in chat, but I'm not going to tell anybody you're here. Malik slept on, but bro was going off when Jordan was out. He played really well. I wouldn't mind Malik Willis. I don't think any of the quarterbacks after Fernando Mendoza is worth it in the NFL draft, but we'll see. It's interesting to see what the Jets are going to do. I think the Jets would be dumb to draft a quarterback with Aaron Glenn pretty much being on the chopping block. Someone is calling ice now. I hope not. What's popping? Yo, what's going on? Gina Paz? Is that how I say it? Take your hat off? Why? Why would I take this off? It's my moneymaker. You look like a baby. Oh, thanks. Caillou does internet. Oh. I want to get my great aunt one. She'll look silly. Do it. Where can I get a hat like this? So it's a Noggin Boss hat. They should really pay me for this shit. The amount of people that ask me about this, NOGGINboss.com. 80% completion when he started. Yeah, no, Malik Willis was fine. I think he was another guy. He got a bad shake when he was in Tennessee. Just in a terrible situation. Talented quarterback, great arm. I'd love to see what he could do. Here's a trivia question. Why can't the Bills, the LAPD, and the Jags all have in common? They can't stop a Bronco. Wow. That's a trivia question? Yes, they should be your sponsor. Talk to them. They should be my sponsor. Yes, 100%. Sorry, I was laughing at something sorry, the laugh just that was something I was thinking about. But yeah, no, they should sponsor me. That would be sick. We'll see. Maybe one day. I've talked to them a couple times, and like, we'll see. What's popping from Australia? What's going on? Jets, Jets. That'd be sick. I would take any sponsorship at this point. But Noggin Boss is definitely one. I've definitely sent a lot of customers their way. And the amount of times I've emailed them saying, hey, I sent a couple people over there. It's like Jets are trash, not a single interception all season. Yeah, that sucks. Do you have a VR? I don't have a VR. I've always wanted to get one. I should. I think if I VR streamed, it would be hilarious. But I don't know. We'll see. I do have to go to bed soon, dude. It got so fucking late. I was planning on streaming for like 20 minutes to try to fall asleep, and you guys have kept me up. Hello, my name is Dildo. I get bullied sometimes because people think that it means something else, so I go by Lily. I have been going around asking for acceptance. I was wondering if I could get a hi. Yeah, what's going on, Lily? Your name is Dildo, huh? Well, that sucks, but I'll just call you Lily. You know, in a certain world, if the Jets drafted correctly, they could have had Dan Marino, Jerry Rice, and Emmitt Smith all in the same time via the draft. You could have thrown Warren Sapp in there, too. Yeah, the Jets are insane. The amount of fucking screw-ups the Jets have had drafting is so unbelievable. But yes, all three of those guys. I'm Rich, Dr. Shish from Nigeria just emailed me that I won $28 million. Send them all your information and get your money. They cost $400 for a Meta Quest 2. It's really not that bad. Big Hat Johnson. Stupid ass name. Thanks. Is the Jet player Mount Rushmore? Wait, who? Delusional Johnson as well. Wow. Okay, Maine, what's up? Richard Munford, how are we? Human Centipede is a great movie. I'm actually acting in the second movie. You're acting in it, huh? Wow. Human Centipede, the first one was actually like pretty fucking intriguing movie. I remember I went and saw it because I was like, what the fuck is this? But gross to think about. The Jets blow. Thanks, man. I know. Being a Jet fan sucks ass. Meant to say who's the Jet player Mount Rushmore. I don't even think there is one. Like I think it's so like trying to think of four guys that like played for the Jets, and like I know Darrelle Revis will be on there. I guess you got to throw Joe Namath on there. It's tough, man. There aren't four great Jets. There hasn't been four great. That's the thing. It's like Darrelle Revis, Joe Namath. Dude, I don't even know. Like, how does your hat work? There's a lining on the inside. Oh God, the hat is fire. Thanks. Is there a case to be made that Tiki Barber's peak was higher than Curtis Martin's because of his ability to get receptions? Not talking about career, but peak. Corey, I'm with you on that. I think Tiki Barber gets a lot of slack. Like, Tiki Barber was an unbelievable receiving running back. Like, in terms of, like, guys who would translate well today, Tiki Barber might have been one of the better running backs at that time. I think you're right that, like, Tiki Barber had better years than Curtis Martin. Curtis Martin was just better long-term and, like, as good long-term that, like, I don't think you're wrong there. Like, Tiki Barber for a couple years there was unbelievable and one of the premier players in football. You got a small head. Thanks, man. Mark Gastineau. Gastineau's probably on there. Who's the other big that like the sack exchange? But Gastineau's probably on there. Probably Gastineau, Revis, Joe Namath. Fourth one, I would probably say Nick Mangold, honestly. I think Nick Mangold was that good that like he belongs on that list. Yeah, Mangold. Yep. Beat me to it, Corey. Like, and rest in peace, Nick Mangold. That's so sad. Can I be a mod, please? Willie, I'm not making anybody mods right now. Mangold definitely. He was a mainstay on that offensive line, a very good offensive line. I'm a Ravens fan. Imagine being good enough to make the first seed twice playoffs and fucking choking every fucking time. Being a Ravens fan sucks. Yeah, time guy. I can tell you if you want to look at my hat and see that it could be worse. Mangold was a menace. Mangold was unbelievable, man. He was just like the mainstay on that Jets offensive line with the Brickashaw Ferguson. Like, Ferguson could be in that conversation too, but Mangold was such a he was so good. Butt fumble. Dude, W. Rodriguez. You know what I always talk about with the butt fumble is people forget that the play after the Jets fumbled the kickoff for a touchdown. Like, That play was almost more embarrassing than the butt fumble because like I think it was Joe McKnight, and rest in peace Joe McKnight, got hit as he was like got hit at like the 20-yard line. The ball popped up, landed right into a guy's hand for a touchdown. Thoughts on Doug Bryan and his connection forever to Ray Finkel? Oh, Doug Bryan, wide left. Yeah, Doug Bryan's one. He's one that has not been forgiven around these parts. I'd rather just suck because at least you know what you're in for. No, it's been a miserable existence, time guy. Where can I purchase one hat? It's a Noggin Boss hat. NOGGINBoss.com. Damn. I've been live for 70 minutes. Being a Jet fan can't be easy. Good for you. That's tough. It's horrible, man. But I roll with the punches. Dude, last year, I talked about this. The Jets beat up on the Patriots week 3 in 2024. And it was the first time in my entire life that I watched a Jet game with my father, and he actually looked relaxed the whole time. And we sat there. It literally felt like the Jets were going to win the Super Bowl. And then everything fell apart after that. What do you think about the Ravens kicker getting death threats after his missed field goal? People got to fucking chill out, man. You know, like, imagine, like, you know, you're working at your job at, like, McDonald's or whatever the fuck these people do, and, like, you forget to put fucking like, you forget to, like, put a sandwich in the bag, and, like, people started telling you to, like, fucking die. It's just like, you know, shit happens, man. Guy missed a kick. It sucks. It's awful. Fucking leave the guy alone. Big hat or small head? A little bit of both. Sir, I subscribe to you. I appreciate you, Digital Dish. Why did the Jets ever let Lamont Jordan go to the Raiders? The 1-2 combo of him and Martin was arguably the best in the league. He went back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons. Annie, I love Lamont Jordan. I thought Lamont Jordan was just as good as Curtis Martin at the time because Curtis Martin was older at that point. I don't really know what the background to that was. I would imagine it had something to do with, like, the salary cap at the time. I would like to think that's what it was. It probably, like, Lamont Jordan was going to get some money, and he did. I would imagine that had something to do with it. Zach Wilson won me $250 a few years ago. That's my guy. Zach Wilson wingman me in Montauk one time. That's a true story. Zach Wilson almost got, Zach Wilson did get me laid in Montauk. You're my favorite gay streamer. Thanks, man. Short pants or long pants? Oh, shorts all the time. Always shorts. But yeah, Zach Wilson got me laid in Montauk. That was like 4 years ago now. Why is your hat so small? Ben, I don't know, man. I ordered a big hat, and they gave me, like, the smallest one they could find. Did you know Israel was behind 9/11? Wow, this stream went completely differently than I thought it would. I don't really know about that. Your hat looks a little small, bro. I know. I wish I got a bigger one. Unpopular opinion, Warriors are currently better than the Lakers. I don't think that's that unpopular. I don't think the Lakers don't play enough defense. Do you think that Woody should bring back the Jets flight crew cheerleaders? I didn't even know he got rid of them. But yeah, I met Zach Wilson in Montauk like 4 years ago. Crazy night. Basically, I started talking to some girl, and Zach Wilson told me to stop fucking around. And like he's like, dude, what are you doing? Like, I'm like, what do you mean? What am I doing? He's like, kiss her already, and I did, and that's all she wrote. Savannah, how are we? But yeah, Toxic Edits, I agree with you. I just don't think the Lakers play enough defense. Like, I really think if they're like not shooting well, they can't stop a nosebleed. I'm good. I'm chilling, Savannah. I was only planning on streaming for like 20 minutes tonight. I've been here for like an hour. Would Wayne Corbett been a Hall of Famer if he played with Brady instead of the Jets, in your opinion? I don't think that's a crazy take, Miranda. I think you're onto something there. I think Wayne Corbett fit perfectly into what the New England Patriots did all those years. Wayne Corbett played for some pretty good quarterbacks, though. Like, his concussion issues were a big thing. Maybe he would have been. Definitely probably would have been a better fit in a system. He got rid of them after the 2022 season. Damn you, Woody. I didn't even know that. I didn't notice. And I've been to a game every year. It didn't even occur to me that he got rid of that. So, learn something new every day. Yeah, I mean, like, you know what's funny with the election, like the presidential election? Like, one of the only things, and I'm not like a real fucking political guy. You guys know that. One of the only things that I was hoping for when Donald Trump became president that was that he was going to send fucking Woody Johnson's ass back to England so he could stop fucking with my football team. Broke, hear his thoughts. Yes, this is an echo chamber up here. That was really the only thing that like I cared about politically was that Donald Trump took Woody Johnson and sent him back to fucking London to be the ambassador there, so he never could fucking fuck with my football team for at least 4 years. And that didn't happen. That was the best time to be a Jet fan, was when Woody Johnson was not here to fuck it all up. Bro can hear the Jets game from New York. I can. But, yeah, guys, I think I'm going to hit the hay. I think I'm going to go to bed. I appreciate everybody that stopped by. I do these lives every night. Usually not this late. But I appreciate you guys being here. Fuck, I got to go to bed. I will talk to you.